welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Tonight I'm going to answer more of your questions. Stay tuned! Happy Saturday night, Zonies. How you guys doing? What's up? Walanda Williams, how you doing? I have some questions that you guys asked. I actually posted earlier. I told you this was coming. Tila, Sam, I finished the masterclass. Well done, my bro. I'm glad you liked it, Tila. It took a lot of time and effort to put that together. So I'm glad you and Phil liked it. I appreciate you guys getting that. Colleen, my family loved your cat story. Glad I could give your family entertainment value there, Colleen. So I have a couple questions that you guys asked. I'm gonna hit up. Feel free to write some comments here. We just kicked this thing off. I got about one bottle of water and basically a full can of Coke Zero. So I have my weapons of choice, the water to keep me going. I don't have a set time for this thing to end. However, as usual, there's technical issues. Cactus Jack, the battery in them is only good for like an hour or so. So the battery's eventually going to die. So I'm just going to start this out. It's 7 o'clock now, Pacific. Let's just aim for 8 o'clock at the latest for this thing to end. It's always possible. Questions stop, it runs dry, and we end it early. So I appreciate you guys dialing in. Wild Bill in the house. How you doing, Wild Bill? Phil, what up, Sam? What's going on there, Phil? I'm glad you and Tila enjoyed the... let's start off with a plug. I'm glad you and Tila enjoyed the Moving to Arizona Masterclass. I created this 1 hour and 42-minute masterclass for anyone interested in moving to the Valley. It has soup to nuts, all the information that I wish somebody would have told me prior to relocating to the Valley. Again, 1 hour, 42 minutes. The website's right there, movetoaz.weebly.com, and it's only $10, So hold on, I'm changing the camera. There you go. There's my plug. And let's go move on to the questions here. So first, here we go. Rick Allen, did you dust your table finally? No, I did not, Rick Allen. I did not dust my table. It's still 30. It's my version of Casey Neistat's frosted glasses. So thank you, Phil. I appreciate the kind words about the whatchamacallit, como se llama, the masterclass. So let's start off with some questions that you guys asked, and I'm here to answer today. First question comes to us from Jay DeQuinto. The top 3 sites you've been using during COVID for shopping, whether it's for groceries or other items, excluding Amazon. The 3 apps I would say me and Cartoon Wife have used during this whole pandemic, I would say number 1, the Target app. And these actually are the 3 apps that Cartoon Wife really uses, because I don't use them. Cartoon Wife does. So she uses the Target app, and the way that works is she puts everything in her cart, and we do trunk pickup. So we bring the minivan with us. I hit the button, and as we're approaching, we tell them via the app that we're on our way. We park in one of their designated pickup spots. They come with their cart to the car. I press a button. The back opens up. They put all our crap in the back. I press a button. It closes. I drive away. It's seamless. I only had one issue once doing it. And the other app, of course, is Walmart. The big difference between Target and Walmart, frankly, Target has their shit together. Target is seamless. However, Cartoon Wife tells me it's not as seamless at Walmart. But the reason why we do both, Walmart will do perishables where Target will not. So I actually went with Cartoon Wife and Rory once for a Walmart pickup. We went bright and early and we had no issues. And she was in shock. She's like, Sam, I've done like 3 or 4 of these. Every time I come, there's a problem. You come and no issues. So they knew I was coming, right? So, and the third app we use is Grubhub. And so again, this is all Cartoon Wife. She uses the Grubhub app and she has stuff delivered here for us to eat. So those are the Jay DeQuinto, those are the 3 apps we use during this whole COVID thing. And you specifically said Amazon doesn't count, so I'm not going to talk about Amazon. Tila, yep, besides Amazon Prime, we've used Target and Instart for Safeway. There's not a Safeway nearby, so I don't do that. The Instart one. Wow, I'm thirsty already, guys. And I just got started. Next question. Again, from Mr. J. DeQuento. Does a home in AZ ever use a heater or fireplace? Yes. In fact, I came to find out last year because my gas bill all of a sudden started to get high. And I was like, what the hell is this? Turns out my central air unit that's outside, during the summers to cool the house, it uses electric. However, during the winters, it uses gas to heat the house. So it actually gets down to like 40 degrees, believe it or not, in the Phoenix Valley at times. But for the most part, it's 50, 60 degrees during the coldest months here. And that 40 degrees I mentioned was like at 2 in the morning. You're not going to be going out during the regular daytime and it's going to be 40 degrees. No. But it does get chilly here, so I always recommend to people, if you're moving here, don't throw out all your jackets. Bring a couple of them with you. It's not shorts all year round. Another question, guys, from Scott Jackson. Why is Queen Creek a place to live? Please explain. Well, this is getting into why I am moving to Queen Creek next year. I am leaving Gilbert for Queen Creek, and there are several reasons why we are making the move personally. Now, Queen Creek in general is not as developed as Gilbert, but they are building like gangbusters out there. Jada Cuento, 40 is cold. Rob V, don't tell me you get cold. I do get cold, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do get a little cold. Sometimes, not often, but once in a while I get a little chilly. So going back to the whole Queen Creek thing, reasons why we are moving. You get more bang for your buck out there. Gilbert has gotten crazy, crazy expensive. And the place we're looking to move to is not far from the Queen Creek Marketplace. And reasons for us specifically as to why we want to leave our current home. It's 2 floors. The garage is not on the same side as the front door. The living room is small. And we love the proximity to Rory's school, but Cartoon Wife also really wants a private pool, which is another reason why we're moving. So that's our personal reasons for moving. Like I said, Queen Creek getting developed. We just drove by the Dignity Hospital for the first time between Elliott and Ellsworth. I had no idea they had a hospital there. So, like I said, they're building like gangbusters. So that answers Mr. Scott Jackson's question. Tila, Sam, if you had the power to get rid of one city, town in Arizona, which would it be? Oh, Tila, you and Phil, you got your book of questions out. I'm so excited. All right, what town would I get rid of? Is this because of that Thanos thing that I said with the snap? Anyone that does not wear a mask disappears? I don't want to wipe a city off the place, the plane of the earth, you know. Is there a city in particular I do not like that I would say, let's get rid of it? There's no particular city I would say is like, I want everyone to just disappear. I don't know. I'm going to have to ponder that one there, Tila. That's a good question. You know, Rick Allen, I'm all for having your own pool. We love ours. So speaking of Tila's questions, okay, let's just dive into that one. Last time, she asked me, Sour Patch, stop. Hey, stop. See, Tila and Phil, it's not just on the mastermind course where I yell at Sour Patch. I yell at her all the freaking time. So, yeah, and what's funny is she only does it really when we're streaming. Otherwise, during the day, she doesn't do it too much. But Tila, last time you asked me a question, it was a double-headed question. You asked me if I met anyone famous, and if I could meet anyone famous, who would I want to meet? So I pondered this. See, I actually gave this a little bit of thought, Tila and Phil. I've been thinking about this, and I wrote down a couple of things. I actually met Steve Forbes from Forbes magazine. He was speaking at some place in Manhattan, and I made sure I was the first person there. First, I had the front row seat. As soon as he walked in, I shook his hand. I took a picture of him. I forgot to find a picture for you guys, but there is a picture out there with me with hair next to Steve Forbes. So I definitely met him. I missed seeing Heather Locklear once. I worked at Century 21 department store right across the street from what used to be the World Trade Center. And there was a Millennium Hotel right across the street from the Century 21 department store. And I was walking and somebody was yelling, "Oh, Heather Locklear just left." So I missed her by like a minute. So I didn't get to meet her. I know it's a sorry story. But another person I met, you're going to be like, "Sam, what the hell's wrong with you?" Okay, brace yourselves. I was at a recording of either Dr. Oz or the Nate Bergkiss show, and I met Brutus the Barber Beefcake's wife. That's right. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, professional wrestler. I met his wife at some taping. It was either Dr. Oz or Nate Bergkiss. So I haven't really met anybody famous, okay? So I don't know if I put it out there. Those are my stories. I know they're lame. They're lame. But in terms of who I would like to meet, I made a list for you, Tila. A whole list. Okay? Here's my list. And there's a reason for each and every single one, which I will share. Okay? First, Howard Stern. He has a gift for gab. And I listened to him for years and years and years on terrestrial radio back when I lived in New York, New Jersey. And I think he's hysterical. You know, he doesn't call himself a comedian, but that man is freaking funny. And like I said, he has a gift for gab. I'd like to also meet Jesse Ventura, the former wrestler, former governor, also because he has a gift for gab. Hulk Hogan, because obviously I grew up, you know, idolizing him. Sylvester Stallone, the Rocky movies, Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias, famous comedian, you know, who I really enjoy his work. Joey Coco Diaz, he's originally from Jersey. He's kind of like me. He kind of talks, you know, he talks like he just came off the set of Sopranos. Casey Neistat, because he really inspired me initially with doing this whole YouTube thing. Andrew Dice Clay, another comedian. I used to listen to him a lot when I was a teenager. And lastly, the cast of the Jersey Shore. That's right. I would love Cartoon Wife and I. That really is like our favorite show. And so right now they're off season, but we love watching the Jersey Shore. And Cartoon Wife doesn't really like the early seasons when they were all immature. She likes the current ones because they actually, you know, look like adults. So, and kind of act like adults. But yeah, we love the Jersey Shore, family vacation, whatever they call the show, and we would love to meet the cast. So yeah, that's who I would like to meet there, Tila. See, Tila and Phil, I did some homework this time. All right, so let me check up over here. A-list, haha. Okay, Tila is very impressed by the Steve Forbes. I had to find a picture. I swear to you, I met him. So let's move on to another. Let's see. Do I have any more questions? Yeah, one more question here from Ed N. COVID-19 update in Phoenix. I hope to be able to visit as usual next season. Okay. Well, I have something to share with you guys. I see your question there, Brendan X2. I'm going to get to you in a minute. All right, so here's what I want to share with you guys. There's a website for Arizona where you could actually see what the hell is going on with the COVID-19 situation. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Hopefully I don't have technical difficulties. All right, here we go, guys. So here's the website. AZDHS, okay? The Arizona Department of Health Services.gov, okay? As you can see here on the top left, AZDHS.gov. Now, my mom told me about this. She checks this every morning. So here's where I would look to find out the latest and greatest information about what the hell's going on in Arizona. So what you do is you click on here where it says Data Dashboard. I'm clicking there now. And then you could go and scroll down. You got the summary and you got all these different boxes like hospital bed usage, availability. Look at that. Look how freaking high this is going, guys. Okay? Look how high that is. Yeah, it's not good. Look. See, the gray is adult intensive care units available, and the red ones are in use. Look at this crap, guys. See, I'm not making this up. Look at this. This is crazy. And look, from the 17th, what was that, yesterday? Yeah, that's freaking unbelievable, guys. And look, I'm going to click on the summary here. It even shows you demographics where you can tell the age of people. You know, it tells you the deaths, the number of deaths today. 147 people died today. probably yesterday actually, because this is, a day late. But 100, it doesn't say yesterday. 147 people died in the state of Arizona because of this COVID, okay? And in total, Arizona, 2,730. And here's the total number of cases. And if you do the math, it only comes out to like 2 to 5% of the people that get it pass away. But still, I don't want to get this stuff. And right now it's showing you the percentage of the test positive. I heard the other day it was like 30%, but this is saying it's 12%. But even that is too high. So guys, I just wanted to share with you this website, azdhs.gov, if you're interested to see what the situation is in Arizona and you don't want to, check the news and wait 3 hours for your story to come up. That's how you can get to it, guys. So hopefully you could actually see that website and it actually worked. Hopefully. Tila, Sam, I think it's fair to say you really like wrestling. I used to love wrestling. I don't watch it anymore. I used to love wrestling back in the day. Me and my brother watched it like crazy. In fact, here's a story for you. I was a little guy. I must have been, 12, 13 years old, and I decided I was going to take my brother to the warm-up for the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is a big pay-per-view, and in Madison Square Garden, they had like the warm-up, like the practice for it, basically. So we went on train, me and my little brother. Mind you, I was young. We got off the train. I did not have tickets for the show. So we got off the train. We found a scalper, and he sold us front row seats. I thought this was like a scam, that we were going to go and hand the tickets, and they were going to say this is fake. We had front row seats. It was unfreaking believable. And so me and my brother in the Royal Rumble, that's like our favorite, was our favorite event to watch, the pay-per-views. The way the Royal Rumble works, all the wrestlers, they would come down one at a time, race into the ring, and before you knew it, the whole ring was filled with wrestlers, and they had to be thrown over the top rope, and whichever man was left standing last won the Royal Rumble. So it was fantastic. But I have since stopped watching professional wrestling. Occasionally on YouTube, I'll look at old clips, but I am not really into wrestling nowadays. Okay, here we go. Brendan X2. See, I didn't forget about you. I'm going to Lake Havasu in 2 days. I watched your video on Havasu, and it was awesome. Good. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good time over there. Stay safe. Because over there, a lot of those people do not wear masks. They don't wear masks. And because my in-laws live there, and I know they're not wearing masks or practicing 6 feet distance. So be careful, my friend. That's all I'm saying. Tila, is Mike the Situation still on? Yeah, Mike the Situation, he finished his jail sentence for tax evasion, and he's back on. So yeah, he had a big, huge wedding right before he went to the can. Yeah, Mike is back. Let's see here. Patricia P. Years ago, I met George Carlin when I worked for Hertz at O'Hare Airport, and my coworker met Hulk Hogan. They were both very nice. That's very cool to hear that. I never got to meet either guy, but that's super cool. I've been to O'Hare many times. I actually even had the breakfast pizza at at Puck's, Wolfgang Puck's restaurant at O'Hare. So yeah, I had breakfast pizza at Wolfgang Puck's restaurant. You see, I don't actually meet famous people, but I eat at famous people's restaurants. Tippy Toes, hi, Danny B. How about the Long Island Medium? I would not be interested in meeting her. I've seen the show once or twice. Phil Lemire, Tila asked same question. Phil, okay, you love George Carlin. Sam, I think it's fair to say you really like wrestling. I already talked about that. Sometimes I read the questions out of order. So guys, I already answered all the questions that were previously asked. I did a screen share. I even talked about the question I didn't have a good answer for last time. We've been doing this 20 minutes, guys. Any more questions for me? If not, we're going to have to end the stream. See, this is why I always ask for questions in advance. Because without fail, the live stream stops. No one types questions anymore. And I have to go back to the questions that were previously asked. So that's how it works. It's interactive. If you guys don't have questions and I don't have something in particular to rant about, the show is over. So again, we're 21 minutes in. I'm waiting for more questions. Tia and Phil, whip out your book, ask me some more questions, or the show's going to end unless somebody else has something they want to know about living in Arizona, or me personally, or Sour Patch. You know, I have 2 dogs downstairs. I've been thinking about bringing one up to introduce them to you, but I don't want to potentially have a World War III here between the cat and the dog. Okay, Brendan X2, are there any hiking trails in Havasu you recommend? I don't go hiking. You crazy? It's hot as balls. Havasu is usually hotter than Phoenix, and that is no joke. Dude, it's going to be freaking hot as balls there. Be careful if you go hiking. I don't want to read about you that you died or they had to send a freaking helicopter for you. So it's too freaking hot in my opinion to go hiking. But hey, good luck to you, but I don't go hiking. So sorry, I can't answer that question. Tila, Sam, once we're released, what released like we're all in jail? What restaurant are you going to visit first? The one that I really think about a lot, and this is going to sound crazy, the one I really think about is not in Arizona. The restaurant I really think about, and I'm not the biggest sushi fan, is Yukihana in Madison, New Jersey. This year, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they work at an airline, and so I get free tickets all year this year, but it did me no good because of the situation. Guess what? We all have free tickets now because nobody wants to fly. So I was supposed to go to freaking Disney World the end of the year. I was supposed to go to my cousin's wedding in Jersey. I canceled both because I don't want to get this COVID thing. So to answer your question, I would love nothing more than to take Rory and Cartoon Wife with me to New Jersey, to Madison, to have Yukihana. So it's the best sushi I ever had. I talked it up like crazy to Cartoon Wife. She was skeptical when she finally went, and now she's a super fan. She loved it. She said it was worth every penny, and it's not cheap. It is not cheap, this restaurant. It's pretty much, if you have the appetizer, 2 rolls, and the dessert, you're looking at $50 a head, easy. So it is not cheap, but well worth it. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, we got some more questions, guys. You don't want this to end, I guess. Danny B, cool. Tell us about the outdoor activities in Arizona. I am not an outdoorsy type person. People always ask me, Sam, why don't you make videos about going fishing? I don't fish. I think it's mean to the fish, to be honest with you. You know, Cartoon Wife just showed me a video last night about how they stock lakes with fish. It was kind of crazy. And, you know, and then they showed a little kid fishing. I think it's mean to the fish. The fish gets caught with a freaking thing in its mouth. You pick it up. They're picking it up by the cheek, basically. And, you know, they have blood and organs just like us. And then they take the thing out of their mouth and then they throw it back in the water. And then the fish suffers all that pain from the freaking... Oh, I got a hair here. That's Cartoon Wife's hair. The fish suffers all that pain. I'm not a tree hugger, but that's just mean. Why would you do that to a poor fish? If you're gonna fish, eat the thing. You know, eat it. I'd rather you kill the fish and eat it than to do it for sport and hurt the fish and then, you know, have to go on with a big scar in its mouth. You know, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy because I've gone vegan. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. But I'm not an outdoorsy type of person. That's just not me, you know. So you can ask me questions all day. Me, I'm a homebody. This whole COVID thing has been great for me. I haven't had to see Cartoon Wife's family at all. And she has a big family. Other than her mom and dad coming down a few weeks ago, and they want to come again. And we're like, hell no. I haven't really seen any of them, you know. One or two real quick. I drove one of my brother-in-laws to the hospital. He had a procedure because, you know, we're family, and I didn't want him having to take an Uber. And it was at the crack in the morning. He had to be there at 6 a.m. Normally, I would have just said, I'm going to call you an Uber. But I was at his house at like 5:30, and I drove him from point A to point B. Yes, we were both wearing masks. And, you know, I understand it's COVID. We were both wearing masks. We didn't touch each other, you know, and it turned out okay. You got to help family out, you know, because they always help me out. I have to reciprocate. Oh, wow, we got all sorts of questions here, guys. Hiking, biking, climbing. I don't do any of that. When I was in Brooklyn, I used to do biking. And there was a pier that went under the Arizona Bridge. And if you went all the way down, it basically took you to a nice view of the Statue of Liberty. So I did that a lot. a lot. I used to love biking with my friends. That was my thing. And I was a crazy bicyclist, crazy. When I first learned how to ride a bike, I wasn't really taught how to stop. So I was like Super Grover. I would just crash into things to stop. It was not a good look. But yeah, I'm not an outdoorsy type of person. You know, like I said, I'm a homebody. And I did the math for everything I want to do in the new studio. When I do move to Queen Creek, it's gonna be like $1,800. That's freaking insane. $1,800. So whoever asked if I was getting a drone last time, no. Drone is crossed off the list. I have other things I need to pay for. Let's see here. More questions, guys. This is great. Tila, what's the one thing you refuse to share? You're talking about like food? What do you mean share? I don't know what you mean. Like I would share the soda with Rory. I don't quite know what you mean why I don't want to share. You mean like information I don't want to share? I don't want to talk about what I do for a living. That's definitely something I don't want to talk about here. However, I do talk about it on Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/Arizona Living, I have a whole bunch of posts I've put. I've made videos on there that not for the general public. That mastermind course I put on there for them. Gratis, you know. So I share behind the scenes stuff I don't usually share on this channel with my Patreon group. You know, just last night I made a comment. I couldn't sleep. I made a comment. So I'm trying to get more busy on Patreon. So anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, so stuff I don't want to share. I have spoken on there about what I do for a living on Patreon, but I just don't want to do it here. Let's see here. Joshua Walker. Where is the best weather in Arizona? Prescott, Arizona. The locals call it Prescott. It's about a 2-hour drive north of Phoenix, and I love it there. I have yet to do a video there. I haven't been there in ages. I really need to go once this whole freaking COVID thing is over, but I love it there. It feels like Jersey. It's 20 degrees cooler than the Phoenix Valley. They do get mild snow, very mild. If you want a lot of snow, you can go to Flagstaff. But that's where I enjoy going. Love it there. Absolutely love it there. If I could afford it, I'd move there. It's very expensive, and they don't have any jobs. But if they had jobs, I would definitely relocate over there. So I hope that answers your question. Phil, what's your biggest pet peeve? People that don't keep their word. If I have an appointment with someone and they're late, I don't play those games. That is disrespectful. How dare you schedule an appointment with me and show up late? That's BS. And I get very upset. And I give people one strike. One strike! You know, and unless it's a legitimate reason, if it happens twice, I don't want to do business with them anymore. So I just find it irritating when people are late for appointments, or they say they're gonna do something and they don't do it. It's disrespectful. So that you could tell I'm getting a little upset there, Phil. That's a huge pet peeve of mine. Like, you know how I promote Nature Zone, you know, not sponsored. I can't tell you how many freaking pest control companies here in Arizona I would call, schedule an appointment, and these bastards couldn't show up the time they said. And they gave me a window from 9 to 12. You would think between 9 and 12 that someone would show up. No, they didn't even show up that day. So a lot of contractors here in Arizona are like that. You know, they're on Arizona time. They show up when they feel like it, and it just infuriates me. Me, I show up to all my appointments early. That's how I roll. Now here, I know some of you are going to say, Sam, well, how come you always show up late here? Sometimes I have technical difficulties. Sometimes I want the music to play for a little bit so more people are in the room, so I'm not waiting for people when I come on. So yeah, I'm usually very early for all my appointments. I've always been that way. I like to show up early. You know, when I had interviews, sometimes I would drive to the place the day before to make sure I knew how to get there. It's just a sign of respect if people show up late. That's just my opinion. Thanks for the question there, Phil. Okay, so let's see, more questions here. Danny B, how do you feel about fast food drone delivery? I got something to talk about. Pretend you had a little helipad in your backyard and you could have any kind of food delivered within an hour, or Amazon stuff. Danny, I got something to tell you here. So Cartoon Wife and I were taking a drive with Rory today, and we saw a Waymo self-driving car with no driver. We had never seen that. Now here, they have they've been doing testing in the Tempe area for a long time with self-driving cars, but there's always, at least there used to be, there was always a real person behind the wheel just to be safe. Well, this was the very, very first time we were driving and there was no person in the car and the car was moving. And it freaked me the hell out. Cartoon Wife too. Freaked us the hell out. We're like, holy crap, no one's driving. I got scared. I thought I saw a ghost. And I even pulled up next to it just to make sure I wasn't imagining things. There was nobody in the freaking car and it was driving on its own. Holy crap, I didn't know that was legal, that they could do that right now. I thought it was still in the testing phase. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it freaked us out today. So to answer your question regarding the whole helipad thing and stuff being delivered via the air, yeah, I'm all for it, Go for it. I have no problem with that. If stuff's going to get delivered within an hour, sure. I mean, I'm concerned about a lot of air traffic, I hope they figure that out, the people, there's always going to be technical issues and the drone's going to fall and crash somewhere, But overall, I'm all for it. More questions here, guys. This is great. Patricia P. Sam, my husband has a question. How to get me to stop wanting to move to Arizona? I'm considering Tucson. He wants to stay in Chicago. I hate the weather here. All right, well, Patricia, you're not going to like what I have to say, but your husband might like what I have to say. So please, come closer to the whatever device you're watching me on. A phone, a TV, a tablet, a computer. So come closer, Patricia's husband. Here's the thing. I agree with you. You probably should stay in Chicago for a few reasons, okay? I know the name of the channel is Arizona Living, but let me let you in on a little secret. I'm wearing a shirt here that says I love New York. I have a tattoo here of New Jersey. I prefer the East Coast. Chicago and East Coast is like the same thing. I don't blame you for wanting to stay there, but the weather sucks ass in the winter. There's tons of snow, but you have culture there. You're situated already. In terms of cost of living, I'm not sure right now because prices have skyrocketed in Arizona you would really get that more bang for your buck right now. So I would look into the real estate situation. Is the snow really the motivation? You don't want to deal with that anymore? That you want to relocate? Do you have family here? Why Tucson? Why? Of all of Arizona, why would you choose Tucson? I'm not the biggest fan of Tucson. Not at all. I have a video on this channel about my trip I took in Tucson. If you go to the main page of my channel, the Arizona City Tours, and click on the Tucson video, you'll see I physically went to Tucson. And parts of it are sketched. The only thing Tucson really has is U of A, the college. That's about it. There ain't much to do in Tucson. So I don't know why Patricia, you're so into wanting to move to Tucson of all places. I would stay in Chicago. Chicago, Tucson, I personally would stay in Chi-Town. That's just me. I've been to Chi-Town many times, the Windy City. I can see why your husband doesn't want to go to Tucson in particular. Yuck. Why Tucson? And now I'm going to have all the people that live in Tucson chime in. They're going to get all mad at me. Oh, why don't you like Tucson? That video that I have out, I get all sorts of comments from local Tucson people cursing me out. If you only, I call it like it is. If you live in a place that's not nice, I'm going to tell you. And your feelings might get hurt. But it's not nice. And sometimes the situation is pigs don't know pigs stink because they've never gone anywhere else. They don't know what real civilization is. All they know is Tucson. So they don't know that there's nicer places out there. And they get their feelings hurt because I tell the truth. That's what this channel is. I'm transparent. I tell the truth. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And Patricia's husband, I don't blame you for wanting to stay in Chicago versus Tucson. I'd stay in Chicago too. So this thing is moving, guys. Woo! It took me a little while to get into my rhythm. So here we go. We got more questions out there. Tila, you get out the car and the javelina is standing there. What do you do? You even feel like getting creative now, Tila. A javelina, for you guys that don't know, is a wild boar. I've never actually seen one in person here. But what do? I jump back in my car. Duh. What else am I going to do? Have the thing charge at me? You crazy? No, I jump back in my car and I drive away. That's what I do. I don't carry a firearm with me. What if that thing charges at me? What if it has rabies? I'm not dealing with that crap. So I drive away. That's the answer to the question right there. Let's see here. Brendan X2, what are some restaurants you recommend in Havasu? Well, if you saw my video, you know I am not real happy with Havasu either. I don't like that city at all. They ain't nothing there but the London Bridge. You know, they got a Burger King, a bank, and the bridge, and that's about it. They ain't got nothing else. There's not much there. Not much there at all. I'm not a big fan of the freaking, Lake Havasu. Not at all. And I know it's the party town, part of the year, the big party town, spring break. It's a place where people looking to retire, and it's God's waiting room. People are there waiting to die. I would not be moving to freaking Lake Havasu. I've asked Cartoon Wife many times, because that's where she's from originally. I asked her, hey, do you want to relocate to where you're from? And she says, hell no. So she doesn't want to move back there. There's got to be a reason. So to answer your question about the food, I've been to several restaurants. None of them impressed me. Not a single one. And there's that one that everybody loves, Chico's Tacos. I hate it. I've been there 6-7 times. Every time I leave Chico's Tacos, I don't like this place. And yet they continue to go there. The family loves it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But anyway, enjoy your trip over there in Lake Havasu. More questions here. Phil, favorite veggie meal so far? Ooh. I actually tried a veggie pizza and it wasn't bad, but the box emphasized you have to make it crispy because it was also freaking gluten-free on top of it. I didn't make it crispy enough, but of the meals I've had, I would say that's one of my favorites. Also, anything that's pasta-based, I of course love, because pasta is vegan. 1 second, guys. I need to take a drink. It's been a little bit. All right, more questions, guys. Woo! Here we go. Mr. DanRock82, hello there. Okay, Phil, I have same pet peeve, Sam. Time is our most valuable commodity. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. D. Terrence 1, what up, Sammy? When was the last time you had hair on your head? I had hair on my head a couple days ago because I was lazy and I didn't shave it. So I just shaved last night. So it's been several years. What happened was, I always had a receding hairline and a spot here that was kind of bald. And then I had this huge bald spot in the back, right? So one day I'm at work on the first floor waiting for the elevator, and the elevators kind of are mirrored, you know what I mean? So I was looking at myself in the elevator and I could see myself in the back to see what the back of my head looked like. And I was like, you know what? It's time to shave this off. And that same day I saw somebody else that they really needed to start shaving their head because the comb over was not working. And I made the decision that day. It's time to start shaving your head. So that's what I did, and I've been doing it ever since. It's been years now. And I've actually asked Cartoon Wife how she would feel if I shaved the beard, because I always make fun of one of my brother-in-laws. He has a big beard, and once a year he'll shave it to evict all the bugs. Not the other brother-in-law that had found the scorpion in his beard. This is a different brother-in-law. The one that hooks me up with airline tickets. So anyway, I said to Cartoon Wife, what do you think about me shaving the beard off? And she's like, no, don't do it. Because I keep it pretty thin, but she doesn't want me shaving it for 2 reasons. One, she says that I'm going to break out with pimples. And 2, she says I'll look like an eraser head, So she says it's a much better look to have some facial hair than none when you're bald. So anyway, that's the situation with my hair grooming, okay? Let's see. Okay, Patricia P. I stayed in Tucson years ago. Fond memories. Did your husband have fond memories there? Or does he prefer Chicago? I'm just saying, your husband wanted my opinion here. I'm glad you liked Tucson. I'm glad you liked it. I went to this really ancient church Javier, I think it was called, Xavier or something. And it looked like it was right out of Mexico. It was freaking ancient. It was really cool, though. It's in my video. You probably saw the Tucson video already. Timothy Kelly, we like Tucson. It has more character. Character's a word for it. Patricia P, the Catalina foothills are beautiful. Nathan, Catalina foothills and Oro Valley are nice parts of Tucson. Everything else, meh. Yeah. Daniel De La Torre, hello. Mr. Dan Rock, 82, Tucson moron. What? Tucson moron. Why you gotta be mean? Don't be mean. Patricia P, it's the subarctic weather that I hate here in Chicago 4 months out of the year. Well, guess what? You have 4 months of snow there. You're going to have 4 months of hell. Insane heat here. So you're trading one extreme for another. Just to put it out there. Go to the gym. If I saw a javelina, I ask what year it is. Go to the gym because it's a car. Go to the gym by AMC. Javelina is the name of a car? What is this? Back to the Future? I don't know what you're talking about. I never heard of a javelina called a car called a javelina. Okay, I believe you. Tila, have you gone golfing in AZ? I've never actually done real golfing. I'll tell you my golfing story. Back in the day when I would go off dating in New Jersey, one of the things I would do is go to like a driving range. And I sucked. I prefer miniature golf. But this one time I went to a driving range, right? And I bought a bucket of balls. And it's hard. If no one's taught you how to golf properly, it's freaking hard. So what I did was I took a minute to watch my neighbor, in the next booth over to see how they were golfing. And they did the stupidest thing. They were like, I can't really show you because I'm in my underwears. I would stand up and show you. But basically it was as if he was pitching and he lifted his club. He looked left, he looked right, and then he swung like an idiot. So I was like, I'll just do what that guy did. I did what that guy did, and the ball went freaking far. And at that point, I was like, we're done. And I left my thing of balls there, and I left. Because I knew that was going to be the best of the best, and it was by pure luck that I was able to get the ball that far. So, and I had like splinters in my hands. I don't golf. It's not my thing. There's a golf course right by my mom's house, and I think it's ridiculous. It's good exercise, I'm sure. I would love Roy to learn how to play golf because I know a lot of deals are done on the links. But for me personally, I'm not into it. I don't have the patience, and it's expensive, and it's just not for me. So to answer your question, I've never actually gone golfing for real, and I have no interest in doing it. Hold on. Brendan X2, I have to go. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your trip over there and have a soup, Brendan. Don't catch the corona. Tim Kelly, we officially leave for Phoenix on August 6th. We'll be in Phoenix on the 12th. Woo-wee! Congratulations, Tim. Welcome to the Valley. Mustang GT, the humidity in summer is bad enough to stay inside anyways. Retired 2019. Hey, Sam. Retired 2019. Staying up late on the East Coast. Yeah, I know some of you East Coasters get mad at me because I do this late. It's 7 o'clock on the, over here. It's 10 o'clock over there. But you know what? In all fairness, the majority of my viewers are either in Arizona or in California, believe it or not. Very few viewers in comparison in the East Coast. So I am sorry that, this is inconvenient, I know. But you can always watch it the next day. Nobody has to watch this live. I know some people get mad at me. So I just want to put that out there. Rob V, Tila, can you see my post? Tila, yes, I see it. Rob V, Sam, keep reading over my question. What are you talking about? Keep reading over your question. Did I skip your question there, Rob V? Tippy Toes, when do you expect the monsoons? I'm hoping in a couple of weeks. Cartoon Wife just told me next Thursday, there's a 20% chance of a monsoon. For you guys that don't know what a monsoon is, it's basically a rainstorm. And, the trees get knocked over. Retired 2019, Sam's Waterfront. Thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat there. Retired 2019. Rob V, you say I skipped your question. I'm sorry if I skipped it. You want to repost it? Because it might take me a little while to find it. I apologize if I skipped your question. I did not do that purposely. Sometimes that just happens. Because I'm crazy, and sometimes I don't read from top to bottom. Sometimes I read from the bottom up, and in my defense, the screen is moving. It's moving by itself. So if I skipped it, I apologize. Please write again what you said, and I'll definitely talk about it. Tim Kelly, we're in Maryland. I love Maryland. You know, my favorite city is Boston. I know it's Massachusetts, not Maryland, but I know Maryland is Baltimore. I get it. I know geography. I'm just saying, I'm an East Coast guy. I love Boston. And I've been to Maryland several times. You know, that they have that bay over there. I forget what it's called, but I've been in that bay area a couple times. Okay, Patricia P. My husband doesn't have fond memories of Tucson because he wasn't with me. Ooh, is there a story here? Who are you with? At the time, I was dating someone who had money. Oh, junk! You did not just say that about your husband. Oh, that's not nice, Patricia P. Yo, hubby, you need to make her sleep on the sofa tonight. That was uncalled for. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa. Okay, I'm not even gonna say anything else about that because I don't want to get you in trouble, Patricia. But that was stone cold. Okay, here we go. Tila, we must activate an earthquake in Gilbert one live stream so that we can see Sam run in his underwear. Very funny, very funny. And I'm the evil one. And you're wishing an earthquake in Gilbert. Tim Kelly, LOL. Rob B, no problem, brother. Tim Kelly, cheapskate. Oh, not Cheapskate, Chesapeake. Tim Kelly wrote Chesapeake. I said Cheapskate. Retired 2019. Maryland is expensive. I'm moving out of here. So, Robbie, seriously, repeat your question because I'm not even seeing it here. I'm looking for it right now since it's kind of quiet. 1 second. I'm not seeing it. I'm really not seeing it. Don't tell me you get cold. I talked about that. Did you say something else? All right, that's all I see here. Don't tell me you get cold. That's all I see here. I don't see any other questions. So, sorry. Okay. Hold on. Nathan, I moved to Tempe, Arizona from Maryland a year and a half ago. I miss it and want to go back. You see, guys, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people move to the Valley. They have this grandiose picture in their head as to what it's going to be. And they move here and they see it's not what they thought and they want to go back home. That's a real thing. That's for reals. So what I recommend you do is go and purchase the Moving to Arizona Masterclass. So seriously, this is all the information I wish somebody would have shared with me, and I didn't freaking move here without knowing it. So a lot of folks I know personally, friends of mine, they moved here and ended up moving back where they came from with their tail between their legs because they weren't prepared. They didn't know what Arizona was really about. And so yeah, they miss home and they end up going back. I miss home, but I'm stuck here because Cartoon Wife refuses to leave. So I'm stuck here. I'm a prisoner here. But I'm making the best out of it. So I go out and I try finding things that remind me of home. Every day, I do stuff to try to remind me of home. That's why I got the tattoo, to remind me of Jersey. So, all right, let's continue over here. We got more questions over here. Tim Kelly, it is. That's why we're moving, as well as weather and our daughter going to ASU. Okay. Tim Kelly, Nathan, what do you miss? Nathan, I miss my family, the food, the trees, 4 seasons. Nathan, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. I am with you. I'm with you 110%. And the thing I miss most is autumn with all the leaves. And you didn't say this, I'm adding to it. Changing color. It's amazing. Retired 2019. Maryland's so expensive. Heading to the Carolinas. Phil, any updates on new home in Queen Creek? Build still on schedule. Great question. Let me take a sip of water. We'll talk about a little bit what's going on in Queen Creek. Hold on 1 second. Okay. We just went to Queen Creek today, matter of fact, to give more earnest money. And we also had an appointment this morning with the pool guy. There's a company that our builder works with exclusively. And so we went to the pool company today. We sat down for like 2 hours and we went over everything that we would want in our pool. We talked about, the budget, and bottom line, they want like 40 grand for what we want. Now, what we want is not a standard pool. Standard pool, you're looking at like 27 grand. That's like a standard pool. This is our forever home. So we want it a little fancy. We want travertine around the pool. We want it from 3 feet to 5 feet. We want benches built into the side of the pool so you could actually sit down. We're going to get, eventually we're going to get a fountain, like a fountain thing, a water feature, and there's a light. And the coolest thing, 2 things. One, it's going to be salt and not chlorine. And the second coolest thing, rather than doing like one of them robot things that go around to clean the pool, it has like these knobs on the bottom of the pool that go off on a timer, and they go up and they clean the pool instead of having a robot go around. Like these, I don't know how to say them. There's like these prongs that pop up and they clean the pool from the bottom. So if I get a pool, I don't want to have to do much. So, you know, I'd like to pay a little bit more so it's low maintenance. Are we going to get it now? That's the question of the day, because what I came to find out was we had to give 50% up front, you know, and so I have to make sure, you know, because we're going to spend a fortune on this freaking thing, that we could afford it. Because the last thing I want to do is be house poor. So I have to reach out to the mortgage company, tell them the situation, tell them what we anticipate getting for the sale of this house, make sure the numbers work. Because the last thing I want to do is struggle every month to pay my freaking nut, you know? So I got to make sure the nut is attainable. Cartoon Wife recently got a promotion. Someday I'll get a promotion and possibly a bonus. The place I work, they paused all bonuses, you know, till the new year, just to make sure, you know, the dust settles and we're in the black. So I don't know if we're going to get a pool right now, to be honest with you. Would we like to? Of course, because if we do it now, we get $4,000 less than what we would have to pay if we did it after. And the day we move in, the pool's ready to go. So part of the reason why I'm also hesitant to do this pool thing, I don't want Cartoon Wife's family going over every freaking weekend. I like my privacy, and I don't want people over all the freaking time. But the idea of this house is not to be a freaking party house. Like I said, I'm a homebody. I like to be left alone, you know? And so I don't want people over all the freaking time because we have a freaking pool. I would lose my mind. I do not want that. I do not want to be Mr. Host, constantly cleaning, constantly yelling at kids. I don't want to do that. Leave me the hell alone. So you guys see what I'm saying? I'm not a party person. I don't want to be the freaking hosting every weekend because it's a lot of work. You got to clean, and it's expensive too. They expect you to buy food. I don't want to be doing all that. I work all week. During the weekends, I like to chill, do my own thing. You know, I'm not going to be a freaking host every weekend. So, we got more comments here. So that's the latest and greatest, Phil, with what's going on with Queen Creek with the house. They've yet to break ground, by the way. I have not been given a start date yet, but it's coming. Okay. Whoa, you guys asked a lot of questions over here. Okay, Tippy Toast, retired 2019. I'm in North Carolina all my life. Great state. Tila, good dentist in AZ. Sam, I go to a guy that offers 7 a.m. appointments, and he's right by where I work. Right there. Well, where I used to work, because I've been home for the several months. But where I used to work, where I used to go to 3 days a week, the dentist office was right nearby. I could walk, and he offered 7 a.m. appointments. So that's where I would go. So yes, they have good dentists here. Tim Kelly, I can make the food. If I can get crab meat, I'll be on point. Yeah, they sell crab meat here. I've seen it at Costco. I already have the J.O. seasoning and the Old Bay package. I love Old Bay. Tila, Sam, once you get the money, what would your ideal backyard at the new home look like? I want a lot of fake grass, okay? And I want the pool done. Everything is money. So, I'm not going to get something that looks like it came out of out of a resort. But me, ideally, I want some fake grass. I want the stupid pool. I'm not even like a pool guy. Cartoon Wife and Rory are the ones that really want the pool. Rory was taking swimming lessons, and she had just become freaking dolphin, which is like the highest thing before you go on to like be part of teams that compete. So she just became a dolphin, and this COVID thing happened. So now she's gonna have to remember learn what she forgot. But at any rate, the backyard, I want a lot of fake grass. I want the pool, just like we had talked about, and I need an area for my grill. That's it. That's it. It's Arizona. I don't spend that much time outside in general, much less in the backyard. You know, in Avondale, at Cartoon Wife's house, we had redone the backyard. We had like real grass with the plumbing, and we had like a back area with electricity run that we're ideally we're gonna get some sort of tent. You know what I mean? Like one of them. I don't know what you call them. The como se llamas that you could go outside. You know what I mean? Like the tent looking thing. We were going to get one of those, gazebo. I don't know what you call them. But we didn't do that. And we hardly spent any time out there. Maybe twice a year. We had like this little, it's not like a chimenea. It was made by Weber. And like you could roast marshmallows on it. We used it like twice. So it's kind of a waste to have a big backyard in Arizona, in my opinion, because it's so freaking hot here. But Cartoon Wife swears she's going to use the pool all the time. I'm skeptical because she said the same thing. Here in this house, we have a jacuzzi in the master bedroom. She's used it a handful of times. And she told me when we were building this house, she was going to use it all the time. She used it a handful of times. And in the new house, we're not getting a jacuzzi, but we are getting a tub and a shower because it was going to be too expensive if we just wanted one big shower. Again, everything is money. All right, it looks like I missed a couple questions here, guys. Hold on one second. Oh, shoot. Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay. Tila, saltwater pool is great call. Healthier. Yeah, the guy was telling us all about it. And it's not like it tastes like you're in the ocean. It's better for you in terms of your eyes. They won't get red. And it's easier to clean. And for me, that's really what I was interested in. Easier to clean. And it doesn't smell like, chlorine normally smells. Okay, Tim Kelly, I know I want lemon trees. Lemon trees are cool. My mom has a bunch of lemon trees in her backyard. They grow real big, and they're, of course, all organic. But yeah, they're nice. They're nice to have. You want to be careful how much fruit trees you have, or else you get rats. Hold on. Phil, that pool sounds sweet. D. Terrence 1, Sam, you in a bikini underwear. yeah, I'll be wearing a bikini, Terrence. Don't worry, I'll send you guys a picture. Tim Kelly, maintenance is our biggest worry about having a pool. Yeah, I don't want to be the freaking pool boy. So I wanted to get something really easy to maintain and maybe have somebody come out once a year to do a real deep clean. I don't need a second job, I just want something real easy. We're going to do this. Tippy Toes to retire 2019. Single women are very nice because the men here do not date unless they are true ladies. Don't know what you mean by that. Tila, the Tippy Toes sounds lovely. Lemonade for days. Timothy Kelly, I love making lemonade. Do it all the time. We're moving to save money on lemonade. Patricia P, it's currently 84 degrees here in Chicago with 79 humidity. Ew. And our AC went out. I'm sorry your AC went out. 79 degrees humidity sucks. That sucks. That's one good thing about AZ. There's very low humidity. Tippy Toes, go to Chick-fil-A for lemonade. Tila, haha. Retired 2019. That Tippy Toes, looking forward to experiencing Southern hospitality. Timothy, Tippy Toes, Chick-fil-A is not the same as mine. Okay, hold on. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. I'm not going to read it anymore. Tila, future backyard sounds really nice, Sam. So, Timothy, how is AstroTurf for dogs? Does it clean easy? And any tips for pups' feet from burning? I currently have a side yard. So, it's the space between my neighbor and my house. It's very small. And we had a patch of, if you want to call it AstroTurf, I call it fake grass, installed. And it looks almost real. It looks really good. And they have different levels. They have the crap stuff and then the good stuff. I got the good stuff. They claim that the same type of grass I got is the same they installed for Steven Spielberg. So if it's good enough for Steven Spielberg, it's good enough for me. So again, I have a tiny, tiny patch of grass. It's small. It is small. I'm not trying to front. It is teeny tiny, this patch of fake grass I got. And I remembered it wasn't cheap. But yeah, they talked to me about the whole, dogs burning feet. I don't let my dogs there. I basically have a dog run, so my dogs do not go anywhere near my fake grass, because I don't want them pissing and pooping all over by where we have our little table and the grill. I don't want that. So we paid to have a freaking fence put in, so the dogs have their side of the side yard, and I have my side of the side yard. So I was told, dogs obviously can burn their feet. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but they can definitely burn their feet on the fake grass because I asked that question. So I don't know. That's all I can tell you. I'm not an AstroTurf guy. I just bought a little piece of it. Hold on. Damn it. I hate when that happens. Okay. Tippy toes. Okay. Okay. Magician's wand. What is your job? What do you do for a living? I just said earlier, I don't like talking about what I do for a living. I am an analyst. That's all I'm going to say. Retired 2019. Thanks to the tip. Retired 20. Okay, Sam, what is your favorite type of food? I grew up in a very Italian neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York. I am Puerto Rican, but I am an honorary Italian. So for me, I love Italian food because that's what I grew up with. That's what my palate is. So I love pizza. Pizza is my favorite kind of food. If you ask me what my last meal would be, I would say pizza and my grandma's cheesecake. Now, it's not regular cheesecake. Again, we're Puerto Rican. She makes what I call cheese flan. The main ingredient is cream cheese. It's cheese flan. It's kind of like flan, but cream cheesy, if that makes sense. So I would have some cheese flan and pizza. And that would be my final meal to answer your question about what kind of cuisine I like most. My wife, she loves German food and she also loves Mexican food. Rory, she likes stuff that's gross. Like she'll eat like unicorn shakes, that have all the different colors because she's a kid. She don't know no better. She's a kid. She don't quite know what her taste palette is yet either. But yeah, me, Italian for sure. But here's the thing. I don't like Olive Garden. I get mad whenever Cartoon wants to go to freaking Olive Garden. Like, that's crap. I just don't like Olive Garden. And yeah, they give you enough food that you eat a meal and then you have a meal for the next day. I'm just not a fan of Olive Garden. That's just me. I don't even like their breadsticks. More questions and stuff over here. Let's see. You want me to show off my crystals? All right, I'll tell you what there, Tila. I will show you my crystals. But, I'm going to put up a screen here so you guys don't see me in my underwears, okay? Okay? I'm smart, Tila. I know you just want to see me in my underwear. You and Phil, because you're crazy like that. All right, so here I'm going to talk about the A-Team while I go and I get my crystals for you to see, Tila. If you're looking to move to Arizona, this is who you need to call, the A-Team. There's their phone number right there. Hold on. I'm pulling out. Hold on, I'm going to get two. I'm getting two out of the lot. There's several. I'm just going to pull out two for you, Tila. Just two. Okay, here we go. So you can see the crystals up close. I had to plug the A-Team, guys. So, here's one. I got this at some museum. See, I like to leave the, it was $15. See, I like to leave the tag so I know where I got them from. $15. I got this at some museum. I don't remember which. But there's one crystal right there. See, I wasn't lying, Tila. Were you trying to see if I was a liar? This one I got in Jersey. Look at that. See all the different colors? It has lots of different colors. You can't really appreciate it from the camera. But in person, it has lots of different colors. You can't really see it. It doesn't look as, oh, here we go. Here, this is better. It doesn't look as vibrant on the camera than in real life. But you see all the different colors? This is like the most exotic one I got there, Tila. And I have several more, but I'm not going to go and pull them out right now. Okay, you're just going to have to believe me. Let's see, what questions we got here? Let's see. Shit. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Go to the gym. I think fake grass, that's the same as Spielberg, is more impressive than sharing a toilet with the CEO of AT&T, in my humble opinion. Well, it wasn't just the CEO of AT&T. I forgot to mention, it was also the CEO of Disney and the President of the United States. So it was three high rollers, okay? But yeah, I did take a picture with Steve Forbes, and the fake grass with Steven Spielberg, yeah. All right, so Magician's Wand, you're in witness protection program, admit it. I always say the only reason why someone would move to freaking Surprise is to be part of witness protection. But I don't live in Surprise. I live in Gilbert. I am not in witness protection. But I'm not saying there aren't people here in witness protection, because they certainly are. Very funny. Chipotle, pizza, Tippy toe, Sam is not an airy fairy. I'm not an airy fairy, you're right. But, you know, it doesn't mean I can't be a little spiritual here and there. I don't want to talk about religion, because then half of you are going to unsubscribe. So I already talked, I shared my thoughts about politics the other day, and lots of people got pissed off at me. All the Republicans, they left my channel. Because I basically called them all idiots for not wearing masks and thinking Fox News is a real news source. I'll tell you the truth. I'm independent. I used to be a right-wing Republican. I'm independent. And Cartoon Wife is lefty. She watches MSNBC all day, every day. And so I like to come up with my own thoughts. I don't want to just be a parrot. So I actually watch Fox News. I actually watch, Kylie doing her press briefings. And it floors me what they're being told. Holy crap. I think it's better than the freaking Comedy Channel, what these people are saying. I don't want to get into it, because again, the Republicans are still pissed off at me. But if I talk about religion, it's game over. The channel is going to lose half the subs, so I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to talk about spirituality or religion. Let's go on. Okay, hold on. We got more stuff over here. Wow, you guys are really typing away. You don't want this to end. Let me drink a little bit. Retired 2019 at Tippy Toes. I'm looking forward to a change. I gotta drink more. Hold on. Okay, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Rob V, what would make you like Arizona more other than the weather and landscape? What would make me like Arizona more other than the weather and the landscape? I hate the landscape. Hate it. And the weather, there's no snow, so that's good, but there's 4 months of torment. What would like me like Arizona more is what I think you're asking. If there was actually culture, like a little Italy and a Chinatown, if the weather was more moderate, if the traffic was better. The biggest thing is the culture. I really miss the culture in like a real city in New York. Phoenix is not a real city. It's not even close to being a real city. I just miss the culture. I miss living in Jersey, having lush trees and lakes and a feeling of belonging. Over there, people look like me, they talk like me. People have a mentality, we get stuff done. In New York, it's New York rules. Anything goes. Anything goes. The first time I took Cartoon Wife with me to New York, after we finally got our car rental and we got on the road, within 3 minutes, she turned to me and she said, "There's no rules here." And I was like, yeah, you're damn straight. Welcome to New York. That's how we roll. The streets, there were no lines. So it was every man for himself. There was no assigned lanes. There was no lines. People were ducking and diving like crazy. And she was like floored. She'd never seen anything like that. People were like driving backwards. There are people on top of hoods. I mean, anything goes in New York. Because we get stuff done. If you're not killing nobody, the cops ain't gonna bother you. You do whatever the hell you want. It's an attitude. It's a way of living, and I miss that. I truly, truly miss that. You don't got that here, And I'm not gonna badmouth people here because I got in real trouble the other day when I started saying stuff about rednecks, or AKA the people that listen to Trump. So I'm gonna get some love on this video too. At least I haven't seen a troll today. That was fun having the troll the other day. So you hear what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. They got a lot more stuff going on here. Okay, Patricia, nice crystals. Tila, amazing crystals. Sam, Phil, is the purple one amethyst? I don't know. I think so. I think that's called amethyst. I'm not really a crystal guy. I just like them. I like them. I don't sit there and meditate in front of them or anything. I just like them. And I got a really big one. I got like a huge one, which I'm not going to pull out right now, Tila, all right? It's freaking huge. I actually keep it on the bottom of my bookshelf because it's real heavy, and otherwise I'm afraid the whole bookshelf will fall over. So I don't know if I should take it out. But one of these days, Tila, remind me. I'll take it out for you, and we'll see if the bookshelf falls over. Let's see. Hold on. Tim Kelly, I could go nuts in Sedona and crystals. Tippy Toe. So, Tim, you like them too, huh? Okay, Tila, Magicians One LOL. Tim Kelly, Sam, favorite tacos. I am partial right now to Fuzzy's Tacos in Gilbert. I really like that restaurant. So I definitely like it. Rubio's is like a fast food type taco thing. But yeah, Fuzzy's Tacos I enjoy. That's my favorite at the moment. Forest Master 99. What up, Sam? Hope you're staying safe. Thank you. Excuse me. Rob V. LMFAO. I'm trying not to curse today, guys. Tim Kelly. Okay, you're talking amongst yourselves. Okay, go to the gym. Sam, can you do a video on how to take a sip of water? That's impressive. Yeah, I normally can drink an entire thing in one sip. Normally. If I'm not talking too much and I don't have people watching me live, no problem. I just dunk it down in one shot. It's a gift. It's a gift. I don't know if I could teach it. It's a natural gift. But thank you for noticing. Let's see here. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I always I lose my place, and it's real annoying. Okay. Forest Master 99. Thai food or Japanese food? What do you prefer? It depends on the day. Normally, I'm not the biggest fan of Japanese food, and I realize Japanese food is more than just sushi. I'm not the biggest fan of sushi. However, that one place in Jersey, I absolutely, positively love. Thai food, I have to be in the mood for it. I love the A-Team's restaurant, Thai Gourmet, that they have over in Avondale. Really enjoy it. If I had to choose, it depends on the quality of the food. If it was like Thai Gourmet versus an average Japanese place, obviously I'm going to choose Thai Gourmet. But if we're talking average Thai place versus Yukihana in New Jersey, I'm going to choose Yukihana. But I guess since I only have that one favorite place that does Japanese, I'm going to go with Thai food for the answer. Okay. Okay, here we go. More stuff. Okay. Ruba Dinar, German food. Me? No. Well, Cartoon Wife loves German food. She's part German, and the place she likes to go to is Haas Murphy over in Glendale. That's her one of her favorite restaurants. Okay. Retired 2019. Sam, how long have you had Sour Patch? I want to say 2 years. On my channel, I actually recorded a video when we actually rescued her. So if I were to look on my channel for that video about Sour Patch, that would tell you the exact day we rescued her. Funny story, for those of you who have not watched the video. So Sour Patch, where my Cartoon Wife works, she was living in the garage. And she was extremely friendly. She's not feral. Extremely friendly. And one of Cartoon Wife's co-workers is the one that actually named her Sour Patch. So Sour Patch, we figure, actually had a home. She wasn't always homeless. And for whatever reason, she ended up in the street. We don't know how or why. But Cartoon Wife and I, we picked a day for me to go. I took the day off from work. I went to the freaking garage and I waited all day for the cat. Cat never showed up. So as it turns out, a cat rescuer had gotten her that weekend. So we had a friend of the family that's into cat rescue. Apparently there's like a Facebook group for these people. And she was able to locate the cat for us. And the cat was all the way in the West Valley. So we had to drive from our house in Gilbert on a weekend from the east side to the west side to pick up Sour Patch from the rescuer. And so we got Sour Patch, and the day we got her here, since she was going to be staying with little Rory, I paid an arm and a leg to get her vaccines done, and we had her groomed, and the groomer that she goes to, they only do dogs. Sour Patch is the one and only cat that the groomer will do because she's so sweet. So it's crazy because when I call the place, she goes to Pete Mac, and when I call to schedule an appointment, the person on the phone is always like, wait, this is a cat? I'm like, yeah, it's the one and only cat you guys will groom. And then she'll look and she's like, oh yeah, you're right. She's the only one cat that gets groomed here. I don't know why it's a big deal to groom cats, but when they shaved her down, there was tons of hair. tons. So we wanted to make sure that she was clear of fleas and also didn't have any cucarachas. So we paid an arm and a leg. And here's a little, since you guys want to know about celebrities, the initial vet that we took Sour Patch to, I overheard that's where Sue Orman's son takes his pet. Sue Orman, for you guys that don't know, is kind of like a Dave Ramsey. She's a financial guru. So anyway, to answer your question, I want to say 2 years we've had her, but I'm not sure. And in fact, I don't even know how old she really is. The vet couldn't even really tell. All they could tell me is that she's a younger cat. So we guess at this point she might be 3 years old. That's just a guess. I'm told cats live for like 20 years. So we're going to have Sour Patch for a really long time. Wow, I missed some stuff over here, guys. Hold on. Damn, you guys have been busy over here. Okay, here we go. Tila, Sam, I think the troll left unless they're silently listening. I blocked them. I have the ability to make it so that they can't comment anymore, Tila. So I blocked them. So they were no longer on after I did that. So they could potentially be listening now, but they can't say nothing back. Casey, yes, it's amethyst. I have one like that too. Four-leaf clover. Those crystals are geodes. Do they have the same properties as crystals? I don't know. Tippy Toes, Sam, do you like really hot sauce? I love hot sauce, Tippy Toes. Before this whole COVID thing, Cartoon Wife had bought me this set. It's like a set of hot sauces for if you're going to go head to head with someone, it's kind of like a game to see who can eat the hottest food. I love hot food, but not over the top. Not when it's like chemically induced. I like hot food to a point. Once it loses the flavor, I'm out. I don't want to do it anymore. But I love hot sauce for sure. Big fan of hot sauce. Okay, Timothy, Sam, by the way, I called Comcast to set a cancel date. Told them I'm going to Cox. C-O-X. Very good. Four-leaf clover. Haha. We had very good barbecue at Bobby Q's. Yeah, I've been to Bobby Q's. I like Bobby Q's. They freaking texting me every day. I guess they're struggling right now for business. They text me, I kid you not, like every day. Hey, Sam, please come back. Hey, Sam, we have this special. Hey, Sam. They're texting me all the freaking time. So I'm on the verge of blocking Bobby Q's. Tila, Sam, your favorite dessert or top ones? I am a sweet tooth. I love sweets. Love them. I'm a big fan of ice cream. Like I mentioned earlier, my grandma's cheese flan would definitely be on the top of the list. For sure, ice cream. I mean, my last meal could be easily done at Baskin Robbins, where I just have 1 hour, no holds barred. Love ice cream. I love the cheap ice cream sandwiches. I could eat those all day, the cheap ones. They're fantastic. They're like a shape of a rectangle. Klondikes, anything ice cream, I'm down for, But being a vegan, Ben and Jerry's, they make some damn good vegan ice cream. I kid you not. I've been trying their, it's made out of almond milk instead of dairy. Freaking awesome. Ben and Jerry's. They've done a good job. All different flavors too. So I hope that answers your question about desserts. Danny B, when the zombies rise up, what will be your survival strategy? Will you stockpile and stay put, or will you get your bug out bag and hit the road and go to Flagstaff? It's funny you mentioned that. I always say when people are like this, staring at their phones, it's the zombie apocalypse. Because most of the time people are just zoned out, and some people call this the phone prayer, where they're just down and staring at their phone. This is the zombie apocalypse. People just staring at their freaking phones. So to answer your question, if there was a real zombie apocalypse, my primary response would be to protect my daughter and get the hell out of Dodge. So, that's what I would do. Sean Whitney, I drink about 2 liters of water on average a day. How much should you drink in Arizona? That's totally dependent on you. I don't keep track of how much water I drink, but I know I drink a lot. Because Cartoon Wife tells me, we gotta get more water yet again. I drink a lot of water. So water is my drink of choice. To answer your question, I don't know what doctors say how much you should drink. I did hear one thing. Here's an interesting tidbit. Years and years ago, apparently there was this radio station that did this stupid competition to see who could drink water the fastest, and they had people drinking like a gallon of water at a time. And a nurse called in and was like, yo, that is a bad idea. It could throw your electrolytes off. And one of the people in this, one of the contestants that were doing this on the radio, she was young and she passed away because she drank too much water too quick. So I guess the old adage, things in moderation, But believe it or not, if you drink too much water in one shot, you could die. Who knew? I didn't know that. Okay, more questions here. Retired 2019. Sam, how old are you? I'm 44. I was born in 76. Tim Kelly, we tried to go to a German restaurant in Glendale when we were visiting, but it was closed during COVID. That's kind of weird to hear it was closed. Maybe during COVID. But yeah, it's a good restaurant. I've been there several times. Forest Master 99. As a former New Yorker, are there any good bagel places in town? Yes, there's several. Some people like Schmear in Queen Creek. Some people like Bergiorno's, which is in Gilbert. Cool thing about Bergiorno's, it's a former firefighter from New York. His name is Eddie, and he has this machine that converts Arizona water into New York water. It tastes just like it came out of New York City tap. Like I had been to my grandmother's house in Brooklyn the week before. I tried a cup of the water at Eddie's place, and it tasted exactly the same as my grandmother's house. I kid you not. So he has legit bagels. He even has pork roll. If you're a Jersey guy, it's also known as Taylor ham. So it's the real deal. And then my favorite place is the Bagel Man in Ahwatukee. Bagel Man supposedly has the water shipped from New York to Arizona. That's what he says at least. But his bagels are legit. Word of caution about Bagel Man though. If you don't see the bagel you want in the bin, don't wait for it because it'll take forever. Take it from me. Because I wanted a particular kind of bagel. He's like, oh, I'll be right out. 40 minutes later, he comes out with it. So whatever's in the bin is in the bin. Okay? You'll thank me later. So yes, there's some good bagel places here. In terms of pizza, which is probably a follow-up question, I'm a fan of Grimaldi's and I'm a fan of Venezia's. Do they have true Brooklyn-style pizza here? No, but they still have good pizza. Okay, retired 2019. How long did it take for Sour Patch to adjust the family? Immediately. However, she was real skittish around me, being the male. She was skittish around me for a long time. So now she's my pal. She loves me, but she was really skittish. I would say it took about 3 months for her to get accustomed to me and trust me. But prior to that, she would run away when she saw me. So I don't know if a guy was mean to her, but now she loves me. Now she's my buddy. Look, she's here. She hangs out with me all the time. Whenever I open the door, she runs in. And I yell at her, and I do that partially for comic relief. I don't care about the damn sofa. The sofa was like $100, big deal. So yeah, I do that more than anything else for comic relief. If I need to buy a new sofa, I'll buy a new sofa. So like I said, but yeah, we love Sour Patch. She's the first cat I've ever owned. Never had a cat before. I'm a dog guy, but we have 2 elderly dogs. And they're little dogs. One's a Shih Tzu, one's a Dachshund. The Shih Tzu came with me from New Jersey. His name is Rocco, and he has an attitude on him. He's originally from Queens. My cousin gave him to me. And then the other one is a Dachshund that Cartoon Wife had prior to me coming in. She doesn't like guys. And here's a little tidbit about Ricky. Ricky's the nickname. Her real name is Lyric. Because Cartoon Wife is very much into music. So the dog's name originally was Lyric, and the nickname Ricky came from it. Ricky's racist, okay? Ricky does not like black people. And Cartoon Wife warned me about this, and I didn't believe her. But anytime we've had anyone of color come over, Ricky bites them. And I can't make this up. She warned me. I didn't believe her. But my little dog, Ricky, the little tiny dachshund, she bites black people. And I don't know why. We had a contractor come over, a friend of the family. He's the one that helped us do the side yard fence. And Ricky bit him, and on the bottom of his the jeans he was wearing. I apologized profusely. I was like, "What the hell's wrong with you, Ricky? Hey, look who it is! Look who it is!" But Ricky, she's not a big fan of men in general either. She never liked Cartoon Wife's brother, and he lived in the same house with Cartoon Wife and Ricky, and she never liked Cartoon Wife's brother ever. But, you know, she liked me. It took a little while to get used to me. Oh, Sour Patch and Rory hanging out. Okay. More questions here. If I can find where I left off. Okay, Tippy Toes. Are there good donut places there? There's a place called Bosa Donuts. Bosa, B-O-S-A. And they have some pretty good donuts. If you're diabetic, that could be your last meal on earth because they pack them with sugar. But yeah, it's a great, the boxes are white and it says like Arizona's best donut, something like that. So yeah, they have good donuts here. They have, of course, Dunkin' Donuts all over the place. But I'm not really a fan of Dunkin' Donuts donuts. Retired 2019 at Tippy Toes at the barbecue. Tila, I'll have to try that vegan ice cream from Ben & Jerry's. They have several different flavors. I kid you not. They're not bad at all. Seriously.
We have one in the fridge.
Yeah, we have one in the fridge. You mean the freezer. Okay, Tim Kelly. Thoughts on cheesecake? Are you a no-bake whip guy or a true New Yorker hardcore juniors dense cake fan? Tim Kelly, I have something to share with you. Okay, my mom and my dad, my biological dad, when they got married, juniors, the people that make the cheesecakes, actually did the, what do you call that, the reception? They did the food for the reception. They catered it, believe it or not. And so, juniors, that is now known for cheesecakes, apparently used to cater weddings. And they catered my mom and my real dad's, you know, wedding. I'm not really a big fan of New York style cheesecake. I think it's too thick. I much prefer, like I said earlier, my grandma's cheese flan. But that's just me. So
I prefer cheese flan.
Rory says she prefers cheese flan. Oh, son of a bitch, guys. The camera died. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen eventually. We've been yelling at this an hour and almost a half. All right, guys, we're going to have to end it. I apologize. The camera's out. Let's see if I could speed through these questions, and we're going to have to end it right now. Okay, and it just so happens Roy walked in. Normally she walks in at the end of these streams. Okay, Tippy Toes, isn't it cheaper to drink from your tap? Water here in Arizona at the tap is horrible. You need to get either an RO or bottled water or a water cooler. But you do not want to drink the water out the tap, and a Brita is not going to help you here in Arizona in terms of that nasty-ass water. Go to the gym. If they're starting on their phone, you know what? Let me go to my end screen, guys. I'm just going to go to my end screen. So, oh, shit. Hold on. Son of a bitch. Okay, let me go here so there's at least there's something on the screen, not just black. All right, we're going to end it here, guys. Let me go and just read whatever questions. I'm going to read these real quick. Go to the gym. If they're starting at their phone and zoning out, wouldn't that make them a zonie? Are they one of us? Very funny there, go to the gym. Very creative. Casey, have you ever been to Long Island? If so, what's my take of it? Of course I've been to Long Island, or as the New Yorkers call it, Long Island. I've been to Long Island many times. I have family over there, Long Island. Traffic is freaking horrendous. It can give freaking LA a run for its money. Traffic is just horrendous. Long Island's nice. It actually looks a lot like Jersey. So I like Long Island, but holy shit, the traffic's bad. Hector Cuevas, hey Sam, what's up? Can I get any Chicago-style pizza in Arizona? Yes, they definitely have. I don't remember the name of it offhand, but they definitely have Chicago-style pizza here in the Valley, for sure. Okay. Tila, tell Ricky to kiss my ass. I don't know where that came from. Okay, Bosa was pretty good. Thanks, Tim Kelly. Tila, camera died on, man. Retired 2019. Sam, I'm not visiting your home because I don't want to get bit by your dog. I didn't train the dog. I met her that way. You know, little Ricky. Ricky's funny. And Ricky right now, unfortunately, she's deaf. She can't hear so good. She really can't hear at all. So like I said, she's an elderly dog, and Rocco, he's got one foot in the grave already. Rocco's having problems. I had to buy a freaking like a ramp for them to get off and on the sofas because Rocco was crying because he didn't want to jump off the sofa because he'd get hurt. I know. I don't want to end on a sad note, guys, but you know, I don't want to just leave it here with you guys not being able to see me all night. I could. We've been at this an hour and a half already. It's 8:30. You know, do you guys want me to keep going? Because I could change out the battery. If you guys want me to keep going, I can keep going. You know, just let me know. I can definitely keep going. I just have to change out the battery. I don't know if Cartoon Wife wants me for anything right now. If you guys, you know what? I'll do it like this. I'll start changing out the battery. And if you guys don't have any additional questions, we'll just end it right here. But if you do have questions, I can see about changing the battery because I'm working on it right now as we speak. Tippy Toes said, goodbye, everyone. I had enough of you. Patricia P, thumbs up. We did it, Zonies. We killed the camera. Yes, you did. And I learned the camera has exactly 1 hour and 27 minutes until it dies. I did not know that. So you guys helped me figure that out. These live streams go pretty damn quick, you know. So I'm trying to change out the battery as quickly as I can. And of course, I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, we're doing it as we speak. As you know, I can't plug in the damn USB cable because then it freaking gives me an error message. Okay, I'm working on it, guys. We're almost there. We're working on it. Let's see. Son of a bitch. Okay, here we go. I'm turning it on. See if it actually turns on. Come on. Why is it not turning on? I always have technical difficulties. Always. It never fails. Okay. Oh, it's 11:30 over there. All right, hold on. I think I got it working. Give me 1 second. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. You can see me again. I got it working again, guys. All right. So, now we can end this good and not end on a bad note about my poor dog Rocco who's having issues. I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds to ask questions. And if I don't get any questions, then we're going to end it. And at least I have a new battery in the GoPro. I'm going to drink this. If there's no new questions, we'll end it properly. Okay, and I think I actually fixed the music on the end screen. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. Hey, Phil said it looks like you fixed your music. Yeah, I took the time. I made an actual video clip with the outro and the music together as a movie file. So I'm glad it actually worked. I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not. I forgot I did that. Okay. Yay, go to the gym. It's working. I don't know if it's high, if it's too high that you can't hear me speak over it. So I could play with the volume, you know, once I listen to the playback. But right now you can at least see and hear me, so that's pretty good. All right, guys, so I'm going to take a sip of this. Unless you got another question for me, we'll end it right there. Hold on 1 second. All right. Well, I guess that's it, guys. Phil said, keep rocking, Sam. Tila, change out the battery. I did. It's 11:30 over there. Tippy Toes, I appreciate you watching. Patricia P, my dog has to go out. I gotta go. Have a good night. Okay. Favorite holiday, Sam, and why? Okay, Tila and Phil are with me. For those of you on the East Coast, it's too late for you. I get it. I apologize. Like I said earlier, most of my audience, as per YouTube, is either in Arizona. Why Arizonians watch this, I don't know. But most of the people that watch this channel are in Arizona or California. So unfortunately, you are not part of my major demographic. You're way out there. So, you know, sorry, but the Pacific Coast wins this battle. So the show is late for you. I apologize, but it does record. You can watch it the next day. Okay, we're going to keep going there, guys. So, Tila, my favorite holiday. All right. Cartoon Wife loves Christmas. Loves Christmas. And I am not a religious person at all. Not at all. And one of these days I might share my stories about my religious beliefs and why they've changed. But the whole Christmas thing, you know, it's easier for me to answer which one I don't like the most. I don't like Thanksgiving, okay? I don't like Thanksgiving because Cartoon Wife makes me sometimes go over to her family's house and they make the same meals that are like the family recipes. And I just don't think they're that good. You know, she grew up with them, so she has a palate for them. She thinks they're the best things on earth. And I'm like, not this crap again. Ugh. Really? Again? You make the same thing every year? You don't mix it up at all? It's what their family does. And so I'm not a big fan of the whole Thanksgiving thing. You know, and you do the turkey. I've never been a fan of the damn turkey. I don't like eating turkey in general. Now I'm vegan. I can't eat regular turkey. I can have tofurkey, whatever it's called, with the tofu. Stuffing. I like stuffing. But mashed potatoes, I'm not the hugest fan. Pumpkin pie, I could take it or leave it. But Cartoon Wife loves Thanksgiving. She loves freaking Christmas. I would say I like Halloween, except for the kids knocking my door. I don't like that part. But I do like, the Day of the Dead theme. I just don't like kids knocking my door. That's right. I'm a Grinch. That's right. What else? What else can I tell you? Easter. I'm not a fan of Easter. 4th of July. I don't like the damn fireworks. Yeah, I'm just a miserable person in general there, Tila. I don't like any damn holidays. Maybe St. Patrick's Day, only because Cartoon Wife makes soda bread. Yeah, so maybe that's my favorite one there. I'm not a big fan of the holidays at all. Not at all. Partially because I just don't like people. Retired, another donation from my home. This one's not for the water. This one's for the battery fund. Thank you very much. I actually have 2 more batteries ready to go. In fact, I should charge that third one that was dead. Let's see if I can get that in properly. There we go. So now you can see 2 are green and 1 is red. The red one's the one that's dead. So I'm charging the backups as we speak. I'm not saying I'm going to use all those batteries. Each battery lasts about an hour and a half apparently. But thank you very much again for the super chat. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. Retired 2019. You're on a roll, Sam. Tila, Sam, do your in-laws know about your YouTube channel? Yes. The Cartoon Wife's whole family knows about my YouTube channel. None of them watch it whatsoever. They all think I'm crazy. None of them watch it, which is why I can go off and freely speak my mind, because none of them are going to watch this. Cartoon Wife barely watches these. Barely. She surprised the hell out of me the other night. She was actually watching the live stream live. I was like shocked that she actually watched one of my episodes live. Normally, if I say, hey, do you want to see my episode? She'll reluctantly say, yeah, sure. And then I'll go and I'll stream it on the big screen, after the fact. But this is like the first time ever she's watched my show without me provoking it. So I was shocked. I have one video here where I called it the Redneck Wedding. And I actually did a video about one of my sister-in-law's reception. After she got married, the wedding reception, I called the Redneck Wedding. It was bad. It was bad. I mean, totally redneck. Spider-Man crashed the wedding. They had a real cake, but they served tasty cakes. It was just bad. Everyone got pissed drunk. It was bad. And so I did a whole behind the scenes thing. If you haven't seen the video, it's one of my better videos in my opinion. It's called the Redneck Wedding. And it's literally about one of Cartoon Wife's sister's wedding. I don't show their face. I don't say their name. But I put it out there. And at the very end, someone broke a big mirror in the men's room. And this was at a fancy venue. So, anyway, they know about it. But none of them actually watch it. Go to the gym. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Turkey and football. No presents. Go to the gym. I hate Christmas. Phil, Sam, imagine everything is back to normal. Where would you like to go on vacation? New Jersey. Without a doubt. New Jersey. I love New Jersey. I go to Boonton, New Jersey. There's a park I love. I have a video on this channel. The last time I went to Jersey. It has a picture of the Jersey Shore cast. And I love Jersey. There's restaurants there and family. And I was smiling ear to ear the last time I was there. So without a doubt, without hesitation, I would love to go to Jersey. And unfortunately, this winter I was supposed to go for my first cousin's wedding. And I canceled because of this whole damn pandemic thing. But definitely New Jersey. No question. Okay, soda bread. Yum. Retired 2019. I'm still up. Retired 2019. How often do you live stream? It depends on the week. As some of you guys know. Some weeks I live stream once. Some weeks I live stream 2-3 times. Some weeks I don't live stream at all. It totally depends on how I feel. I talked about this last time. I'm a creative person. I don't have a set schedule anymore. When the whole COVID thing started, I was depressed over it because New York took a really big hit. I came on here and I talked to you guys. I was like, listen, I don't really want to do this anymore. And you guys were like, no, you have to. We need the entertainment. You have to do. We don't care what form you make videos. You have to make videos. So for me, I ended up doing live streams. And I did a lot of live streams initially during, when COVID first started, and then it got old, and then I stopped doing it altogether, and then I came out with different types of videos. Like I had this one series called BFF, Bald, Fat, and Funny, and basically it was my take on video reactions, and I did a collaboration the other day. But for the most part, during the COVID season, whatever you want to call it, this period, I've been doing a lot of live streams. I don't have a set schedule. I don't. It's when I feel like it, to be honest with you. I just so happened tonight, I said to Cartoon Wife earlier, I'm like, hey, what do you think about me live streaming today? And she's like, yeah. I was like, what time you think? And so she said, yeah, 7 o'clock would work. So I actually put it out there. I let you guys know in the community tab, hey, 7 o'clock tonight. And I actually came on at 7 o'clock. So it worked out good. Okay. Tila, Soda Bread, Yum, 2019. I'm still. Oh, hold on. Okay, retired 2019. Sam, do you like baseball? Have you seen the Diamondbacks play? When I was a kid, I watched a lot of baseball only because I cut school. I would cut school in elementary school. Mind you, I was in elementary school. And me and my buddy Anthony, we would go to Shea Stadium to see the New York Mets. And we went during the week, like when other kids were in school, we were in Shea Stadium. We took the subway there, and so we would sneak up, all the way up. And the ushers didn't care. There was hardly anybody there during the weekdays. And so he was really into baseball. I just went because I didn't like school, and I like hanging out with my buddy Anthony. I don't really watch sports. Have I seen the Diamondbacks? Yes. I've seen the Diamondbacks a lot. Cartoon Wife's family, they rent a suite every year. And in fact, one time I was actually on the field and I took video of me on the actual baseball field. And no, the cops were not chasing me. I was on the field. So I have videos on the channel where I do a behind the scenes tour. I actually went behind the scenes where people don't normally go. The whole press box tour type thing. I did video of that. I did video of being on the field. I went all around the stadium doing video. So I've seen the Diamondbacks play many times. I've gone to the all-you-can-eat seats. And like I said, once a year they rent a suite. I've been to the suite several times. To be honest, I don't watch the game. I hang out in the hallway. I'm not into it. It's not for me. I get bored. I'm cursed. I get bored way too easy. Way too easy. It's a curse. I can't sit and watch a movie. Even TV shows. I get bored after a while. It's a curse. You don't see me sitting there playing a video game all day. It's not for me. I get bored way too easy. So for me, baseball and football, I'll watch it a little bit here and there. Cartoon Wife is really into it for the freaking the Green Bay Packers. Me, I can take it or leave it. Like I said earlier, I used to be into pro wrestling. I used to watch that a lot growing up, and I've since stopped. So great question. But yeah, I definitely have seen the Diamondbacks play. Here's a fun fact for you. I was in Atlanta at an Atlanta game where that one pitcher for the Diamondbacks, whatever his name was, had the perfect game. I kid you not. I was in the stands the night that he drew a perfect game, and he was a big, tall guy, and he ended up going to the Yankees. I was in the stands when he had the perfect game in Atlanta. I was there for training, and we saw the game. And I got to tell you, that game was boring as all hell. Boring. And at the end, I had my ticket stub, and I threw it away. I was like, I don't need this. And people were like, you sure you want to throw it? You want to throw that away? It could be worth money someday. I just threw it away. But, Anyway, fun fact. Let's see. Okay, retired 2019. Sam, do you like your in-laws? Do you guys get along? We get along okay. Now, granted, they're both Fox News heads. They live and breathe Fox News, and meaning they're not wearing masks. They're not observing 6 feet distance. They believe everything that comes out of Trump's mouth. So Cartoon Wife is lefty, as I mentioned. So she tells them to their face that they're stupid. I have respect. I won't tell them to their face that they're stupid, even though they are. But, do I like them? They're okay. They're all right. They get on my nerves because they're both right-wingers. And the mom in particular is all about going to church on Sundays. And like my dad told me years ago, he said, son, the most dangerous people in the world go to church on Sunday. And for a long time, I didn't really know what that meant. But I've come to figure out these people, they go to church and they think what they did during the week doesn't matter because they're going to be forgiven. So they could be complete pricks during the week, do whatever the hell they want, break the law. And then have gumas, do whatever they want, and then they come on Sunday and they're healed and they're forgiven. So like he said, the most dangerous people in the world go to church on Sunday. So I totally see what my dad was saying. And some of you are going to get mad at me for saying that, because that's kind of tiptoeing to how I feel about religion. But I'm not going to go there. So, that's how I get along with them. We're okay, but we're not best buddies. I get irritated with them because the mom in particular comes and she takes over and they've had parties at my house without even asking me if I was okay with it. And one time, what really pissed me off, I was working from home. I had something I was working on for work, a big project, and it was worth a lot of money, and I was stressed out. And the next thing you knew, I had a house full of people, including screaming kids. And I was livid, because no one asked me for my opinion. So, and Cartoon Wife, she gets mad at me because she knows how I feel about the situation. And that's why with this whole pool thing, I'm like, oh, God, I hope I don't get the pool and regret it that everybody and their grandmother wants to come over all the time, So, anyway, I hope that answers your question there. Okay, here we go. Phil, LOL, I need to watch that wedding video. You'll like that video. I kid you not. Spider-Man crashed the wedding. On my channel, you can search for it. It's called The Redneck Wedding. Well worth the watch. Derek, hope you get the chance to go back there one day. To Jersey? I hope so too. I really do. Jersey's my happy place. Tila, just kidding. Phil, I call them Sunday Christians. We're running out of questions, guys. I reached the bottom of the list. We've been going this 1 hour, 47 minutes. I think this is the longest live stream I've ever done. I'm pretty sure this broke the record. I already changed the battery once. I used to be able to have the freaking USB cable plugged in without a problem, but now all of a sudden it says USB connected and you don't see the image anymore. But guys, we're gonna have to end it if you guys don't have anything else you want to talk about. It is what it is. It's right now, we've been doing this an hour, 47 minutes. It's now 8:47 p.m. Pacific. All right. I think I promoted the A-team. I'm pretty sure I did. When Tila asked to see the crystals, I promoted the A-team. I promoted my masterclass twice today. I did not promote my t-shirts. Let me do that. Give you guys a little bit of time. So if you like this t-shirt you see here, it's called Like a Phoenix. You can get your t-shirt by going to teespring.com/Arizona Living. And if you scroll down on that page, you can see the rest of the t-shirts I have available. Okay, here we go. I'm changing the view. Okay, great live stream. Okay, go to the gym. So proud to be part of the longest live stream. All right, guys, so it sounds like we are done. So hopefully the music works. I think I fixed it. That concludes another edition of Arizona Living. Please seriously, guys, like this video. It helps me with the algorithm, so this video gets shared out with other people. And if you're not already subscribe, yada, yada, yada. And if you have any questions you want me to answer for you regarding Arizona, type them up too. Oh, hold on. Someone just wrote something. Let me go here. Okay, Tila wrote, everyone buy the masterclass and hit likes, subscribe and share. LOL. You're welcome, Sam. Thank you very much, Tila. I appreciate that. All right, with that, till next time. Is the music not working? Son of a bitch. I could have swore I fixed the music. You guys said it worked earlier. I don't know why the music's not working again. I don't know if it's working or not. I can't tell. I honestly don't know if the music's working. Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging with me on this Saturday night. See you guys later.